Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to see you this week. I missed seeing you on Sunday. Oh, my body has not been cooperating, but you know what? I'm propped up for tonight and ready to have some fun with you. So, welcome everyone on Facebook and on YouTube, whether you are live or on replay. I'm so glad you're here with me. I am Lisa Harden, coming to you live from a beautifully dark fall night in Boise, Idaho. Please stop in and say hello once you are with me. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell all the beautiful products we're going to be using tonight, and we are talking about a great suite called Traditions of Christmas. You may have heard a lot about it today because there was a Stampin' Up! I will watch it tomorrow, though, for sure. But tonight, you're going to craft with me. That's another thing you need to know about me is that I craft with you. Hopefully, the plan is that I craft with you every Thursday and Sunday here for free using all of my current Stampin' Up! Goodies. I tell you all about them. So you have a chance to look at them and hear a little bit about them from me before you make your purchases. You can make purchases from me at any time by popping on over to thestampingzoo.com and hitting the Shop Now tab. While you are over there, you might want to look at the other things that I have on the website because I do lots of events, both in person and online, and those are all listed there as well as their links. But the best place to hear about the Stamping Zoo is to follow me via email. I have a link in the description either below or above this video, depending on where you're watching me. And just sign up to receive my emails. I send everything out to you there, usually first, and you get lots of freebies there too. Well, you get freebies there, as many as I can put together. The next freebie that will be coming to you exclusively by email is a 12 Days of Christmas series. Where's my box? Where did it go? Here we go. Featuring the products in the Advent calendar. Still available for purchase, $99. It has 12 beautiful days. And actually, if you can't wait to see what are in those, you can look back a couple of weeks in my videos. And you can see, sorry, I just heard yard work by the neighbor. Anyway, you can look back in my videos and you can see that I did an unboxing. So if you want to know exactly what's in the Advent calendar, then go ahead and watch that. But I will be bringing you day by day, I will be bringing you a new project with a printable for the project. Doesn't mean you have to print it out. You can just save it on your computer, okay? But how I'm going to, or how I've been approaching making these projects is I will start with, so this came with a stamp set, all right? So I will start, like for day one, I started with the stamp set plus what was the product of day one. For day two, I took and used the products from day two, plus I have the option of now using the products from day one, and so forth. Okay, so every day I am building, but I don't show you anything ahead of time. So you get 12 fun days where really you don't see the featured product until the actual day. You can register to get those emails and then save them all up until you want to open it. But the 12 Days of Christmas Advent Calendar series will be there for you. But again, it'll only be by email because it's going to be a special gift I'm going to give you for following me over by email. So get signed up and then you'll be all ready for it. I do not have a final date on when I'll be releasing that, but probably in about a week is when I will start it. Of course, follow me here, whether you are on Facebook or YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, follow and like and all that stuff, because besides building some activity on my page and helping me that way, it lets you know when I make announcements. Okay, so with that, hello, my lovely people. Oh, I've missed you so much. And I'm so glad to be here with you. Quick roll call here. I have Corinne, Jean. Hello, Jean. Deb, Princess. that sounds right. That sounds about right, Deb. I think you need that title. And Roz and Trish. Hey, Trish. Just saw Trish on Tuesday. We had a super fun team meeting, as always. And Lori, hello. I love it when you guys are just chatting in between or in amongst yourselves. And then, as you know, I will jump in and out in the middle of your stories, totally confused. But that's part of Stampin' Chat, isn't it? This is not a highly edited, pre-recorded video for you. I don't do that because you know what? I don't have much interest in that. So, Stampin' Chat Live is just what it says it is, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and point you down now, and we're going to start talking a little bit about this suite. I did also use it in a recent event that was Super Saturday or Retreat in a Box. Okay, and so I have several samples to show you. And so if you participated in the Super Saturday, which was the in-person portion of the event, or the Retreat in a Box, then these will look familiar to you. Okay, first of all, it's actually in the mini catalog. If you want a catalog of your own, you know you can just request it. Send me a private message or email me at thestampingzoo@outlook.com. I will put one in the mail to you as long as you live in the United States. All right, so this starts on page 21. All right, look at the beautifuls. I thought about making these with you tonight, but then I did a 180. Something else shiny caught my attention. Okay, so here are the beautiful products, and we couldn't get enough of them. And I think Maria on my team, she really said it best. We were talking about this paper, and she was just expressing how for this year, this traditional, we offer freezing on me. So I hope we're going to make it here. In any case, I know I'm freezing, Lori. We may have to stop and restart it, but I hope not. I hate that. Then I have to copy over all the notes and, it's late at night. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and get started and act like we didn't see that, right? Let me bring in all of the products that are in this suite. I actually call it a super suite, which was why we used it for Super Saturday. No, not really. I call it a super suite because it has 2 bundles. So it has 2 die bundles, okay? And those are traditional-ish as well, Christmas greenery, and traditional labels. They're both really beautiful. I love this one because it has a really fun die. I always love a curved ribbon, and I love it even more when we can put sentiments on it. And so this one in particular, a lot of these curved words fit into the ribbon. Okay, so it's super fun to use, but I mean the rest of them are beautiful as well. Let me see. I use a couple of them. In any case, it's really pretty. And then, so that goes over here. And then Christmas greenery has just what it says. Christmas greenery. I did not know until just, I don't know, less than a week ago. I did not realize why this looks so funny. Do you know why this looks so odd? It looks odd because every single item can be 2-step stamped. And that is the shape of this poinsettia because it goes around a flower like this. And so that's what that is. I couldn't for the life of me figure it out until I just sat down to use it. And then, of course, it all became clear. So that is what that looks like. And that's all stamping. That is not blends or any other coloring. All the little pieces that are dark here actually fill in something or other on the stamps. Likewise with this one, and we will be using that technique on one of the cards we're going to be making tonight. But I just want you to know that it's super fun. It's like a really easy way to color, and you can use your blends, watercolor pencils, all that stuff. But I really like the stamps, because you can get into this fine line image by just getting right up to the edge. And really, even if you stamp it off a little bit like I did here, I still think that looks kind of fun. It always has like a silk screening effect to me. Okay, so that's the beauty of that stamp, or of that stamp set. And then it has a couple of different images. So it has this gorgeous, we're going to use this tonight. It has this, has these holly leaves, a beautiful ribbon, berries, you know, it has all the stuff. Oh, Lori, I thank you. That's perfectly fine. See, that's why one of the reasons why I keep the YouTube and the Facebook going all times, so we have different options, because I was freezing here at the house too. So again, let's just hope nobody make any sudden moves. Okay, so that's the bundle. It also has a 6x6 gorgeous 3D embossing folder called Traditional Wreath. And let's see, I have a little sample here, something that I was playing with during the Llama Lounge free with purchase class. Can I find it? No, I cannot. Anyway, I have some other cards that have that on there. The embellishments are very smart embellishments. Yes, they're beautiful, but they're smart postage-wise. So if you're going to mail a lot of cards, you really may want to think about using these. They will not cost you extra postage, and they are still very cool, glamorous, and sparkly. And of course, they're self-adhesive. Yeah, they're just nothing but sparkle and a glue dot, basically. Okay, and they are in Real Red, Pool Party, Old Olive, and Gold. I like it, and been using those a lot. Okay, then it also has some gorgeous Real Red shiny ribbon. It's exactly what it's called. As I'm showing you these, please keep in mind, you can order, well, you can't currently use one item ordering for this, but you can order every item in this suite that I'm showing you right now, except for the DSP. And so if you want the DSP, all you need to do is log in, put the number in for the DSP, and then put your email in when it prompts you for that, and it will send you an email when that product becomes available. Okay, so anyway, yes, oh, thank you. They're tango colored nails. Can you believe it? I didn't ask for it, but once I came home and started petting him, I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder I like that color. So yes. All right, so that is the suite, all the products, and I've really been making them work. All right, so here are a couple of cards. Let's see. These are part of the Super Saturday event. I want to point that out just so you know kind of what you can expect when you come to an event of mine. These are, I would say these are definitely good examples of cards I might make. I love layers. I love using almost everything out of the suite if I can. And so, FYI, in case you're thinking of taking any of my current events, stamp camps, etc. Okay? All right, so here's a card. I got two of these in a swap. This one is from Melanie Coverston. She has used that gorgeous wreath and then brought a little bit of gold back behind the designer series paper. Okay, and then here is my favorite die. All right, and it's just gorgeous with those real red. And again, look how flat they are. Flatter than a pancake. And so that is her card. And then Charlene Uhas, she is what can I say about her? She's a fabulous card maker. She really makes super cool 3D things. So if you ever get into a swap with Charlene, prepare to be wowed. And so this is a cool card. I actually took this design and made a different card with it for our Jubilee. So if you were in October's Jubilee, we have a card just like this, don't we? Different products. But so anyway, this is a cool card for showing off different DSP pieces and parts, isn't it? And then again, I love the combination of Secrecy. I think Secrecy is probably my favorite kind of addition to this traditional red and green. Um, it's probably no secret. Well, yeah, unintended. Secrecy is my favorite in color from this year. I love all the rest of them. The Secrecy, you are my boyfriend. So anyway, then like I said, there are two that were from my class. This one, again, I used or as you were making them, you use the traditional wreath. And then there's that bow die. Isn't this cool? Embossed, a little stamping, and again, the traditional labels just turned upright, so it was more of a vertical label instead of across the card. And kind of similar here. This is actually out of the designer series paper, but again, you can stamp it and do the same thing and really customize to fit whatever background you want. So that's just a little something to show you as we get started with this, because I'm going to use 2 more cards that were in the class, and then I'm going to flip their color combinations. All right. And we are not using the traditional Christmas DSP. First, I should at least show it to you. I don't even know if I have any whole sheets left. I do, some. Anyway, it's just gorgeous. This is one of the things we love about it, right? Is that the paper has images you can cut out, and it has a lot of them. So you can cut out that shape of the bouquet, right? Or you can cut out this image, all right? And then it's just so easy to make a card from that. And each of these papers has a beautiful print on the back, of course, and then the front has some sort of gold inlay in it. Here's a piece. Isn't that fun, with the pool party back behind it, and then just covered in cherry cobbler. This is nice. I like the combination of real red and cherry cobbler on there, and then a plaid. Come on, we love the plaid. Oh, Deborah says, "Oh, brother, just remembered I need to do a chopped." Yeah, you do. You have time. You have time, Deborah. One person hasn't even received their kit yet. So, okay, here's a beautiful one. Now it's got Secrecy in the background, right? And then this is the best plaid. I mean, come on. Here's more of that wonky paper, because I was trying to save all of the items, because I have every intention of going back and cutting all of those out and making some beautiful Christmas cards, right? I'm just going to copy myself. So anyway, that is what the paper looks like. And again, not available as of October 23rd, but they know we want it back. Okay. Stampin' Up thought so much of this suite that they actually had their first online online class with this suite. Maybe it was a craft-along. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was a class, and it was live today. Did anyone watch it today live? Because I have registered for it, or I purchased it and will watch it, but I haven't watched it yet because I was working at 2 p.m. when it went live here in Boise. Okay. All right. So the cards we're going to make tonight we are going to do a spin on this one with purples. I have not used Gorgeous Grape in a long time. It used to be my fave. And so anyway, we're going to do a spin on this one. This was also a card in the Super Saturday, as well as this one. I love this die. So does Maria on my team. She thinks it's very cool. And this one, does this have any extra DSP? No, we're not using DSP on this one. On this one, though, I'm going to grab Timeless Plaid. Remember, it was like everyone's favorite for a long, long time. Might still be your favorite. Well, guess what? It's still in stock. Nothing wrong with it. It's beautiful. It is 164678, okay? And I'm not going to go through all the patterns. There's so many papers. I feel like you get 48 papers and it's just endless. Let's see. You do. You get 48 6x6 sheets, and I'll just, this is like a combination of at least 2 packs because we have had it for a while, right? But it's timeless, and it's probably got, 15 different colors in it. So if you don't want to make Christmas, you don't have to. This was also what I used when I paper pieced the Santa and made him into the lumberjack slash Pacific Northwest hipster dude. Okay, so that's where his clothing came from. So anyway, it's good stuff. All right, and so we're going to use it tonight. We're going to use it on, instead of this plaid that is in the traditional Christmas pack of paper. So I hope you enjoy this. Hey, Sherry, how's it going? I'm so glad you popped on. All right, so I don't think there's anything to see on the insides. So we're just going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. Oh, and the other thing we're going to do, this is designer series paper because they were very busy at class. So I leaned heavily into the designer series paper, but we are actually going to stamp these and make our own. Okay. So what I pulled for this card is, again, a gorgeous grape background and then Highland Heather. So instead of the white, I got Highland Heather out. Okay, and then we probably, oh, this is a white insert, and then I have white for stamping, and I don't know what this is going to end up being. We need to do this first, then we'll decide. And finally, I brought in these faceted iridescent dots. They are part of the suite that's like the Aurora Borealis, and anyway, they're gorgeous, and as you can see here, they are clear, balmy blue, berry burst, and gorgeous grape. But of course, they have that iridescence to them, so they fade into lots of different colors. You could use them with, see that? You could use them with several of our pinks besides berry burst. I think that balmy blue looks just as good with pool party. Great. My hair was all over that. Sorry. This hair, I need to get some layers cut into it. It's crazy. It's taken over my head. Okay, so anyway, that is what we're going to use for in place of these sequins, just for fun. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. And this is the part where you guys chat. You can tell me what you see. Oh yes, and as Deborah reminded me, this is the part where you guys share. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Let's have a giveaway tonight for sharing, shall we? Let's do that. I'll get something out of the treasure chest in a minute, but if you are watching this, please share and then come back and write shared in the comments, and I will give away a prize on Sunday's live if you share this video. Okay, so you have until October 26th by noon, probably. And then I will draw from all of you that share this video. You have to do 2 things. You have to share this video, okay? Copy the link if you are in YouTube, and then copy it over to your social media sites, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And then come in here and write shared. And I'm going to put you in a drawing for, I don't know what yet. We'll look at it at the end of this video. I will paw around in the treasure chest. And so anyway, there you go. We're going to have a drawing tonight. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be there, and we are going to stamp on it lightly. And then this is our insert. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get started with that. I think I'm going to stamp in Gorgeous Grape on the Highland Heather paper. Geez, I hope I remember still where the Gorgeous Grape is. It's in Regals. It was in Brights. Hello, Judy Balmer. Very nice to see you popping on. And it's just so nice to see all of you chatting. I just love it. So this is actually the second class I have taught today. My first class was a 2.5 hour class about Idaho sales tax. Are you sorry you missed that? I'm so sorry. Hey, it was fun for me. Well, fun for me. Okay, it was all right. It was good. I like meeting with different people in my company, and I try to make it as fun as possible. You know what? We had a drawing there. We had random drawings, and I had gone down and gotten some cool merch from the company store. So everybody gets a prize for watching my videos today, I guess. That must be where I got that idea. Okay, now this is only, I think, 3.5 by 4 3/4. If you stamp this way, you're going to have the stems and the ribbons coming out here where you don't want them. And so I grab some grid paper, okay, and kind of cover up a little section. You don't want 2 pieces, just 1, or masking paper. You want to keep it as thin as possible, but a lot of the image will be stamped. It'll be back behind your sentiment, so you're really just seeing this end part, okay? So I am going to, since I've already done this, I can kind of gauge where I'm going to want this, and let's say I want it here. Ooh, whoa. She is showing up and showing out, isn't she? And then this, let's say I'm going to have this. Looks like I had it going towards the corner, and that seemed to work out. Okay, and so it's going to look a mess in the middle. We do not care because the middle is going to be covered up. All right, we're off to a good start, but I'm not getting cocky. I do like that though. Okay, next we are going to ink these up, and then, nope, not on the insert though. I do that so many times. Hey, you're welcome, Sue. And also, Sue, did you get your recipe card? Did you get that box that I sent you with your recipe card in it? I want to make sure that got to you. For some reason, I was worried about the address after I sent it off, of course. So please let me know if that got to you. And it had some other things in it, yes, but I really want to make sure that you got the recipe card. Okay, so I forgot. What color am I going to want to stamp this in? And then, let's see, I don't want to do grape because I want to be able to have some of the color show up. And, you know, kind of my go-to is a early espresso or pecan pie nowadays. Let's start with pecan pie. Hello, Amy. How are you doing? Oh, what, Jean? My gosh. Just out of the blue, you had no voice. And then you were on antibiotics and all that business. Your family thought it was great. No, I'm sure they missed you. And I hope you're going to make up for it now that you have your voice back. Hello, Teresa. I'm so glad to see you. I'm not so sure I'm going to like that. I might want to go ahead and do it in black. Let me see. We can change it up. We can change it up. And I know I didn't clean that. I could live to regret that, but let's see. Ooh, looks pretty. Okay. I just felt like the brown was too warm to go with the purple. Don't ask me why. That's just my thoughts. And that's one of the fun of, or some of the fun of having your own supplies, right? You can stamp and craft right along with me and make this exactly as I'm making it, or you can make the original one, or you can make something your own, right? Oh, Jean, I know. I'm so glad you're feeling better. My goodness, my stampers and me, we're falling apart sometimes. So we got to watch out for each other. All right, so again, on this one, every little item fills in all the images. Makes it super fun. And they're clear, so of course that is nice and easy. We did just use this too, I think. I had Stamp Camp on Saturday, and I do believe we used this. How can I not remember? You guys, the Stamp Camp was Saturday at 10 in the morning. I did not start making the cards until Friday night at 5:30. I finished about 11:30, and I was stamping like the wind. It's been a busy couple weeks at work because of regular work, and then I was trying to fit in this class. So anyway, I did things sometimes at the last minute. What is this flower set called again? Yes, Carla, it is called Christmas Greenery, and it is part of the Traditions of Christmas suite that is in the mini catalog. And it's available. Everything's available in the suite except for the paper right now. Estimated to be back, I think, the middle of November. So that's one reason why we're not using the paper tonight. I don't want you to get frozen just because one of the items is gone. Big whoop. We've got all sorts of things we can use. Okay, I kind of wanted to use, I don't like to bring every color under the rainbow into a card. I usually like to leave it at about 3. But I think Fresh Freesia is going to come in here quite nicely, and it's so close to the other 2 colors that we're using that I'm going to do that. I also think Fresh Freesia will look nice with, I want to use Granny Apple Green and maybe Shaded Spruce. I don't think this needs to be Christmas at all. No. In fact, I was thinking about this one. Now, I know that's a poinsettia in the middle. Going to be kind of hard to get away from that. But there's so many different poinsettias. And then you just use what you want. This could be purple as well if you wanted. You could emboss it in gold and then make the colors, or just emboss it in gold. So it doesn't necessarily have to be for Christmas either. All right, I will try to not get right up over this and in the way, but it's this image for this flower. I do need to, you have to get up over it. So, that's where I am. That's why my hair is all up in your camera. And you can actually see this pretty well. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let me do another one. There's this bottom section. Let me see if I can show you. I use this section right here. Yeah, that bottom petal. I use that, and once I have that lined up, it's very helpful. So you will find your own key point here to use. But that is what I have been, once I looked at that, then everything goes into where it's supposed to be. Okay, so again, let me see here. Let me bring you down a little bit. Okay, and so I am in there. Okay, is anybody watching the new season of The Diplomat? Carrie Russell, I think it's on Netflix. It's so good. I'm probably going to finish watching it tomorrow night. I eat it up, but it's such a good show, and I'll try not to give you any spoilers, but her husband, if you've watched it at all, his character, he's such a doofus, but he falls bass backwards into good ideas sometimes. Anyway, so, but, and then Allison Janney is in it too, so I highly recommend it. It's good. It has lots of, well, she's a diplomat. Carrie Russell is a diplomat. She is different things at different times, but she's an ambassador currently. So anyway, it's a really good one. Oh, Corinne's watched some of it. Good job, Corinne. Okay, now this is the leaf image. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Can I stamp and sneeze? Can I stamp first? No. It's gone away now. Okay, this one, yeah, you guys can see me. This one is, I line up the veining in the middle. That ink didn't come off there for some reason. That's okay. I don't mind. Okay. So, as with all two-step stamps, you need good lighting. And again, like trying to balance showing this to you and actually getting the ink where I want it. Okay. And then there's two groups of three, so it doesn't look the same. It doesn't just look like a very simplistic stem, but you just stamp those. And, oh, I've got one more to do. Okay. And let's see. That one must be difficult for me to see for some reason. Okay. And this guy. Who's crafting along with me tonight? We have some people. Well, we know Deborah's working on Chopped. But who's crafting along with me? And I did get a couple of Chopped entries already. They are due tomorrow. Lovely choppers. So keep that in mind. All right. Looking good. See, and I'm liking, yes, I'm liking those colors. It's like it's not too much. When I made this, the reason this is sitting here and not on a card is because I could not get it to work. It was driving me crazy. Those 3 flower colors. I should have stuck with like 1 or 2 colors and like stamped off. Anyway, I couldn't get it to work. So it just became an example. Okay, then this guy, I am going to use shaded, well, let me see. I was going to use shaded spruce, but let's take a look at lemon lime twist and check it out. I like that. We are doing non-traditional, right? So let's stick with that. And I haven't used lemon lime twist lately either. Now, like for this one, I did use shaded spruce, 2nd generation. Here's 1st generation. Here's a perfect example. It covers it up. Covers the lines up. So anyway, I went with 2nd generation. And I guess if you wanted these to be big bursts of metallic, you could stamp these with Versamark and then emboss them. That would be kind of a cool technique to color everything else and then just make these heat embossed, or just the flowers. Maria Grave showed us this great technique at our team meeting this week, and it was to take the ultrafine glue tip pen, which is back in stock, by the way, and she layered it onto images, and then you let it dry, and it looks like a clear, hard embossing, kind of like Crystal Effects, but she said it was different. So, okay, that is finito, because we're not doing the bow, because again, it's going to hide, but just for fun, so you know that it is in there, let's go ahead and block that up. And if we were going to do that and actually use it in this, we might choose to go back to Gorgeous Grape. Okay, and again, this is a dark color, so I can't quite see through it. And this will dry in just a minute, but then you have a finished image. It's so fun. And it's very hard to color these very small images. You can use Stampin' Write markers, but then of course you get kind of a stripy image. Blends, very hard because they're trying to seep outside of the lines of something so small. So 2-step stamping is where it's at. Okay. All right, let's get those out of the way. And we're going to die cut these 2 pieces momentarily once I get all the goodies. As I said, this is, there's so much to be had in this suite. So many beautiful things. Does anyone else start itching from the embossing powder? I do not. I do not, Corinne. I have not heard that. Not that it's, I'm sure it's very possible that there's something in there that your skin doesn't like. That's no fun. Okay. So again, I'm really just paying attention to the floral piece because I will be cutting this off. All right, jumping over to the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You could cut this out on the mini, but because I have 2 on a larger sheet of paper, I'm just running it through the standard so I don't have to trim out each little piece. And let me bring you back just a bit. Okay, so there's the first one. Gorgeous. And let's get this guy. Guys, okay, so as I said, I gave a riveting presentation about sales tax this afternoon or this morning. And my joints have not been cooperating with me. So I actually had to go to bed last night for several hours early because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to stand in front of the class. But I did stand in front of the class. Thank you very much. No applause necessary. And however, I was having a hard time walking when I got home. So I came home, worked for the rest of the afternoon, and then got into bed. And the dogs snuggled up with me. And I put my sleep mask on, had my Taylor Swift folklore, my new, I just started listening to Folklore. I know it's an older album, but it's so good. So anyway, I was set, right? I was Princess and the Pea. And when I woke up, I thought it was Friday morning. Okay. And I was like, it's so bright. No, it was 5:30 Thursday night. So I'm actually happy. That was some good sleeping. Okay. Now these can come out because you've got quite a little, we've got quite a margin here for these to be able to come out off of the Highland Heather layer a little bit. And I like that because I think it just brings some interest. And I am loving these colors together so far. I'm like, I'm so sorry, Gorgeous Grape. You were my boyfriend and I left you. I left you like roadkill for Secret Sea, but I'm back. Thanks for waiting for me. KZ, hello. How are you feeling, my friend? I'm glad to see your face here. And thank you for sharing. KZ, we are going to, tonight is a treasure chest night. So, please, if you are enjoying this video, whether you are live or on replay, please think about sharing it and then coming back and writing the word shared into the comments because I'm going to put your name into a drawing and I will draw for a prize on Sunday's live. What did I say it was? The 26th, 27th? 26th. Okay. So anyway, I'll be drawing for a prize. What prize? I don't know. We're going to choose it. I'm going to go in the back there in the treasure chest and I'll show it to you tonight at the end of this video. So don't let me forget. But KZ doesn't care. She'll take a prize now and then, but she doesn't really care about the prizes. KZ has been militant about sharing my videos as soon as she was on here. And I thank you so much for that. So many of you share every single thing that I do. I love it. And I appreciate you so much. So thank you for doing that. This is gorgeous. Hey, up to this point, Doesn't have to be Christmas, does it? I didn't say anything about Christmas yet. Well, we're going to. But this could just as easily be hello. You could use, well, if you had it going this way, you could use the just for you or anything else that you have in your stash. Happy birthday. I think this would be a beautiful birthday card. I'd be so happy if this was my birthday card. Okay, so since I put the fresh freesia in there, I think I want to make the center fresh freesia. Let's get out a little, gee, I wonder if I have any scraps, right? Let's get out a scrap of fresh freesia and take a look. Yeah, perfecto. It's also light enough that we can use the gorgeous grape or anything else. What? Trish, are you talking to me? No. What part of the country or world are you in? Inquiring minds want to know. All right. So I used this one. We're going to go ahead and stick with that. And, ooh, all right. Save those scraps. Use them to their full potential. I think this kind of card making where you make a card in a certain color combination and then switch it up is, well, it's fun. I think this is good for your brain. Just listen to Dr. Lisa. It's good for your brain. Okay. But it's fun. And also you can make Christmas cards and then you can turn right around and you don't have to come up with something brand new for, oh, it's Sally's birthday, you know? Oh, got it. Okay, sorry, that was for Jean. Jean is in North Dakota. Can you believe it? Okay, that's about where that's going to sit. Yes, I don't know if it's completely in the center, but I don't want to cover up that flower. So if you're going to stamp this, make sure this is up as far as you can get it, maybe. I remember when I did this one that I had to do it a couple of times. But anyway, that's very good. All right, and I am going to bring that Merry Christmas in. It is 2 separate stamps, which allows you lots of flexibility to place it on this. You know, you don't have to place the words as close as I did. You can space them out. You can use different inks. You can, they don't have to be on the same area of the card. One can be inside, one can be outside. Might be a little odd, but that's okay. I am odd, that is. Okay, where is my other long block? What? I think those kids were in here during my team meeting messing around. Were you messing around in here, Trish? Moving blocks from this way to that? No, I doubt it. I think that I grabbed some for Stamp Camp and then I didn't put them back. You know, I have my own set of blocks now. And I have my own set of inks. What? Yes. Really, that was just to help me set up for Stamp Camp. Because before, I wouldn't be able to set up fully for Stamp Camp because I only have one set of inks, and lots of times I was stamping with you guys on Thursday night, and so I was hustling around. And so when before the 50% off coupons went away, I was placing large orders, and then I would order a color family of inks so that I got them 50% off. And now I don't have to wait until the 11th hour to set up for Stamp Camp. That is, unless I am not still designing the cards at 11:30 at night. Yes. Okay. Oh, nice. KZ made several cards this morning. You must be feeling better. Or maybe not, but your stash was getting low. Are you serious? I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm going to buy off on that. Where did I put the word Mary? Where'd that end up? Oh, it's right there in the stash. Okay, it is so pretty, isn't it? We don't have it finalized yet, and we need to get those iridescent faceted gems on it. And I am going to, first layer was flat. I kind of like that. It didn't need anything else behind it, so we're going to leave that as is. So this, if you're following along and want to work with this Highland Heather layer, or this basic white layer, is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, and then everything else is standard or a die cut. Is this? Yeah, okay. I was just thinking for a minute that I had this upside down. Can it be more crooked? Oh my God. I mean, was I even looking at it? That's funny. It's been a day, sisters. I tell you. All right, I need my Tim Holtz ruler extraordinaire. That looks about even on the top and the bottom. Okay. All right. Better. And then let's get this guy. Oh. Oh my gosh. I heard of a little kid having, well, yeah, foot and mouth. And I was like, it was my boss's granddaughter. And I was like, I thought that was something the vet treated. And she's like, well, they might, but little kids can get it too. And I guess it's like blisters down their throat. Ugh. Not that I up until then, I thought it was only for animals, but she said that it's contagious to adults as well. It's just that it's kind of can be more common for kids. So, eek, watch out for that. Okay. Okay, I like that. And then finally, where'd those beautiful embellishments run off to? I am going to use the Gorgeous Grape, of course. Why wouldn't I? Okay, and let's get some of those. There are 2 different sizes, 4 different colors. Well, one's clear, but we're going to call it a color as well. So you get your choice. Oh my gosh, I really like this card. Ooh, now see, I may turn around and make this into a birthday card, you know, this design into a birthday card as well, because it just plays off great. Okay, so there, my friends, is an idea for you that doesn't involve the designer series paper that is temporarily not available. Okay. Nope, gotta bring that down. And that looks good. Okay. Lots of times I stamp in there, you know that, but I felt like it was probably going to be one where I might have a little bit of a note on. Okay, so there is our different colors on a different day. Here's the one from my class. Okay, and right now seems like a good place to take a break and show you what's going on at the zoo and Stampin' Up! World at large. So you just hold tight. Graphics are coming your way. I always feel a little bit like Mr. Rogers when I do this part. And I mean, that's like, you can't really name somebody that would excite me more than being like Mr. Rogers. So anyway, I'm bringing in Picture Picture tonight, if you're familiar with watching Mr. Rogers. First of all, when you shop with me, I mean, what can I say? If I could do a handstand every time I see an order come in, I would, because I appreciate you so much. You're a big reason of why The Stampin' Zoo is the Stampin' Zoo, your big reason why I can bring you new products each and every week here on Thursdays and Sundays. So I really appreciate those orders. I do run this as a business. I take your time, your use of your time and your money very seriously, and I do always try to give you excellent customer service. If you've not shopped with me before, I invite you to let me earn your business. You can text me and contact me. I love working with people one-on-one to purchase things that are just perfect for them. If you're a brand new stamper and you don't know what it is about it, but you're really excited and you want to learn about some stamping, I can help you make a purchase for just to begin stamping, okay? And it doesn't mean that it's going to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. In fact, it can be as little as $35, and well, it can be less than that, but we have a great deal going on now. So if you are new to the Stampin' Zoo or Stampin' Up or stamping in general, I welcome you and thank you so much. Every order over $20 or $20 plus also earns you 10% back in Stampin' Rewards to be used on a future order. You can save them up because they don't expire for a year, or you can use them on your very next purchase, like I do. All right, speaking of deals, we have free shipping tonight and goes through tomorrow, okay? The orders need to be $75 or more, but after that, free shipping on what is usually a $7.95 minimum or 11%. Just think of it as an 11% discount. And so please, friends, take advantage of that. Stampin' Up! Has given us a great deal, so let's use it, all right? Get more for your money. Speaking of more for your money, if you are not a demonstrator, I would love to have you on my team. That never changes. I always love inviting new people to our team. We have a lot of fun at the Zoo Crew, okay? We do things every month, or at least I offer things every month. Some people come to every single thing, and some people, at least in the past, have never come to a thing. The demonstrator offer that you see in front of you, you get to work with it however you'd like to, okay? If you just want to be your own customer, that's what the majority of people do, and they're perfectly happy with it, all right? So for as little as $35, you can get $90 in extra product when you take advantage of the Stampin' Up! Joining offer that is only through the month of October, okay? So as it says here, you can place an order for $125 of product of your choice, anything you want that is currently available. That means anything in the catalog, this all the products we're using tonight, okay, anything that's on the last chance list, kits, anything. And you will only pay $35 plus your state tax if applicable. Likewise, if you have some larger ticket items, you might want to take advantage of the offer where you pay $99 in product and get $189 in product free. Both of them get you $90 free product. Just kind of depends on which offer you think is better for you. After that, you will have at least 7 months where you get to purchase make your purchases with at least a 20% discount. That's not certain items. That's every purchase, okay? It only goes up from there. In addition, as I said, you can attend certain Stampin' Zoo events if you would like to join my team. You can attend certain demonstrator-only events that are through Stampin' Up! And you can just join a crafty community and you'll never know how much fun you were missing, all right? Or guess what? You can purchase nothing else and the company doesn't make you give it back, okay? You just have fun with the products you have. So please think about taking advantage of this offer. And again, I welcome everyone to my team. Everybody's welcome. And so if you want to talk with me about it, please feel free to contact me, okay? The November Stamp Camp is coming. It is set for Saturday, November 8th at 10 a.m. That is an in-person class at my house. You're going to make 4 cards using current Stampin' Up! Product and all of my tools of the trade. So you really get to try before you buy. The cost of that class is $25 or absolutely free when you place a $30 order. You register for this class anytime you want up until the week before the class, but you do not have to pay until the day of the class. Okay, likewise, we have a December Stamp Camp set for December 13th. My God, it's not going to be very long before it's going to be December 13th. How'd that happen? Okay, and so now the November Jubilee Crafty Kit is coming up, and I wasn't talking a lot about this bundle, but I took a look at it and I realized I think this is a really excellent bundle. Again, I'm looking for versatility when I choose these things. And there are also some things in here that are very much of the season. We've got pumpkins, we've got some trees that can be Christmas trees, and I have some cute ideas, I think, for how to turn this into a really fun class. So if you've been thinking about Tractor & Co., or if you have already purchased it, why don't you think about taking this class with me? It includes about $25 of product, and you'll have all the supplies cut and ready for you to make 5 cards and 1 project. You get to craft along with me whenever you want to, because this is an online class. You will access the videos through unlisted YouTube links or Facebook links, whichever you prefer. I send a PDF tutorial, color photos, all the things you need, as well as access to me, of course. And if you would like to add the bundle when you purchase this class, you will save on shipping and tax. I will pay that for you. Okay, so the bundle's $53. And you also get to choose whether you would like to join this as a single month class or a month-to-month subscription. The month-to-month subscription can be canceled or paused at any time. And if you stick around for 6 consecutive months, you're going to get a goodie bag at the end of those months. I think it'll be fun too, Deborah. And so anyway, please take a look at that and join us. Why don't you? Okay, we have a great core group of people who are who have the month-to-month subscription, but then we often have people just dropping in when they see something that really inspires them. Also, if you just want online only access to this or any of my Jubilee classes, you can order that simply by going into the registration link. It's one of the options. It is $15. I don't mention it very often, but I should, because sometimes you have all of the goodies you want, or you just want to watch some videos. Maybe you're recuperating from a surgery coming up and you're like, I can't watch any more Law and Order SVU. Well, for $15, you can get my class, and then you can watch it and make cards. All right, please don't forget about Chopped. It's so much fun. So this is our paper crafting contest where every month I send out a kit of supplies, and then you take those supplies and you use at least a little bit of everything I send you, and you make something with it. Usually it's a card, but people also use or also make home decor, 3D items. Fun folds are very popular. You take a picture of it, you send it to me, and then I send out a vote, or you can vote via email. Again, this is another reason why you want to sign up for my email list, is you can vote between the choppers. And then when the chopped winner is declared at the end of the month, I let them choose 2 of the cardstock colors that will be used in the following month's kit, and I give them a refund of their fee for the month, which is $8. Guess that? It's only $8 a month. You do need to be in the US because I am sending product, but other than that, anything goes. We've had so much fun with the choppers, and we do add new ones here and there. So if you're thinking of joining it, or if you're just curious about it, again, just contact me at thestampingzoo@outlook.com, and I'm happy to answer any and all questions. Hello, Xana. I think Xana. Yes, Xana? No, Xana. It's very nice to have you here. All right, and also a month-to-month kit that you can receive in your mailbox is the Bon Appetit Club. It's so fun. We're coming up, I think we're coming up on a year. And so every month, again, I send you a kit that includes everything you'll need to make a recipe card that is 5.5 by 8.5, okay? And usually it will include a recipe, but it's got to be a tried and tested recipe by myself or somebody else in the club. And there's usually a cute little story that comes with the recipe, who likes it or where it came from. And in this way, you get a little bit of crafty time that's really like scrapbooking, memory keeping, and paper crafting as well. And I just love it. So if you think that sounds fun to you, then join us because we're adding new people to that every month as well. It's only $10, and that includes the shipping. And I do I try to vary them based on the time of year, and also the when people give me certain recipes, I try to fit those in with different products we have. So it's really fun. 3 a.m. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I can entertain you at 3 a.m. Yeah, KZ is making her recipe album for her daughter as a birthday gift. And finally, as I was talking about, the live class given by Stampin' Up, it went live today at 2 p.m., but it's you can view it later on demand, thank goodness, as I will do. The online class is $30. It does not include any product, but you order it just like you just put it on a regular customer order, okay? So if you order with me, you go into the stampingzoo.com and hit the shop now tab, and then you put in item 170073 for the class. As I said, you can order, do not use this one-click ordering for the suite because the paper is out and it will make it look like you can't order that. But again, you can order everything except for the paper, okay? So I can't wait to take the class tomorrow or this weekend and check it out. And I showed this last week, or I don't know, a week ago. I feel like showing us. This was September's recipe card, I believe, with a recipe from Alicia. So if you are thinking that that looks fun, join us. We do a brand new one each and every month, and it's been really fun. Been really fun for me. I have to make the recipes, right? I have to make the recipe cards because I'm teaching the class, but then I get some more recipes. I love it. It's been so fun. Okay, so are you ready for card 2? Cool, here we go. All right, this one, I love it, right? It's got red, blue, green, all the things. And so we are going to twist this one up a little bit too and use that timeless plaid paper. And we are going to use Lost Lagoon and Old Olive as our colors. Wacky, but again, our theme would be non-traditional Christmas colors tonight. So there's our first one, right? Hiding behind my hair, like everything. There we go. And this one is going to be this pattern, okay? So I grabbed, what's this for? Oh, I'm die cutting the sprig, which is so cool. So this is a little piece of Lost Lagoon that's going to go on the front, just like this. And I'm going to run this paper in the back. That's a gorgeous combination. I have not played with this timeless plaid paper lately because, you know, we have all these other beautiful things. And when I got it out, I thought, what? Kind of like Gorgeous Grape, you guys. I was like, I'm so silly for not using this plaid. This plaid paper, for one thing, it makes fantastic man cards, right? We need the manly man cards. Well, throw some plaid on there. They love the plaid. That's what I hear, at least. And I'm going to leave this a little longer so that I can trim it edge to edge. All right. And so this is just going to go right down here. And hopefully I can use the grid as a guide. Let me see this thing though. I feel like it's a little bit funny, in the words of Elton John. And then I'm just going to turn this over and trim off the excess. So this pack of paper, if you are just coming in late, it's a 6x6 pack of paper. Something's off. It's still a little bit funny, in the words of Elton John. Can I move it? I think so. Okay, I actually think I moved it. In any case, we're gonna leave it. Let me see it. No, it's crooked. It's gonna drive me bazonko. Am I gonna ruin this card base? Maybe. Look at that. As long as it doesn't rip on the outside of it, I'm gonna be okay. What? You guys know you do this too on your cards. Come on, it happens to the best of us. I want to try and get this to, nope, I'm going to have to take the whole thing off. Okay, so I'm going to peel up from the edge here so that it didn't rip coming down. Let's see if I can get this thing to hang out and act nicely. If I can't, of course, I have more paper. But sometimes you don't have more paper, right? And so it's nice to see if you can just make it work. Okay, let's do this. I'm using these. This ruler has horizontal lines on it and it's clear. So usually it's helpful. Let me put it this way. All right. In the meantime, we're drying. We're watching glue dry. So exciting, isn't it? Okay, let's come right here. All right. Okay, I think we've got it. By George, I think we've got it. Oh, I was thinking of musicals when I said that. I get to go see a musical this Saturday, and I don't know anything about it. It's called Shucked, and the advertisement for it has people jumping out of corn stalks. So I don't know what it's going to be about. Has anyone seen that? The musical Shucked. I believe it is the first one in our. My best friend and I go see this. And I believe it's the first one in our series for the year. So that's always fun. I told her, oh shoot, I got glue over there. Okay, I think it's going to be hidden. Or, see, it's good this is happening. So I have this adhesive remover. Lots of you have this. It ends up gathering nubbins on the sides. Then you peel those off. But you can rub off adhesive, mini glue dots. It works best if you wait until the glue dries. But since, I'm here with you and you are waiting on me, let's see if I can help it out a little bit. Okay. Now I want to go ahead and die cut the sprig. And this one is also from Christmas Greenery. Okay. It's gorgeous. And I'm not going to worry about putting it on adhesive sheet. I think I should, actually. As I was looking at that, I realized, no, there's probably a lot of it that actually gets glued down. So let's go ahead with that, shall we? Gosh, it looks so dark. I mean, it looks so late. I guess it is 8:19, but it just gets, dark this time of year. And I guess the time doesn't change until the beginning of November. I saw it on in my day planner today. So it's a little ways away, isn't it? Let's do 3 inches. Looked like that was close enough. Okay. So adhesive sheet. So I am only working 4 hours from home tomorrow morning, and then taking the rest of the day off. I'd like to tell you I'm going to run around and do something exciting, but remember what I said about my joints? It might just be moving slower. What are the measurements for this DSP? One moment. That strip, the plaid right here, is 2 inches. Okay, and then I just cut it 2 by 6 and then trimmed off the excess. But it's 2 by 4 1/4 exactly for your card. And then just a minute and I'll tell you the other ones. Where'd that ruler go? So the piece of Lost Lagoon, the second layer, I guess, is 3 by 4 1/4. Okay, and then the DSP is 1/4 down, so it's 2 3/4 by 4. Did you get that? Thank you for asking. Okay, so we've got a beautiful, this thing, it's like substantial, right? It is, since we're measuring stuff, it is like 4 inches long and then another 1/4 for this tiny stem. So it makes a very nice statement piece. And it's going to go on this, and already we can see, so pretty. I'm liking this. Well, thank goodness, you say. You're making it. Thank goodness you like it. All right, and then I cut this for the sentiment. It is from the Textured Notes rectangular shaped dies. That's the name of them. Feel free to order those. This is an insert. I might use the blue for the insert, though. I feel like that's Pool Party, and I think it might be really pretty. And along those lines, I'm going to cut this shape out, and I might use that same color. It is this one. Okay, let me grab Pool Party and make sure that's the color. I don't think it's Balmy Blue, but I feel like I know the colors pretty well, but there are a lot of colors, right? Yep. That is going to be very interesting, I think. Okay. So then this guy. Okay, so back to that starter kit special. I heard it explained by somebody in Stampin Up, and I think it makes sense that if you have bigger ticket items that you might like to have, then get the starter kit that is where you pay $99 for $189 of product. Okay, but if you have lots of little things that you can group into smaller dollar amounts, then go ahead and get the smaller starter kit. So $35 for $125 of product. And then right after that, right after you place your starter kit order, you can place a demonstrator order. So you'll get your discount plus Stampin Rewards added to that. And you don't get Stampin Rewards on the starter kit because it's already phenomenal. But I think that mathematically it works out a little bit better for you if you can do the cheaper option. But that only works out if you don't have any large ticket items that you want. Okay, either way, it's going to work out. If you do one or the other, and then you think it might have netted you a few more dollars, it doesn't matter. It's such an incredible deal. Okay. Let's see. Do I have a lot of glue down here? One moment, please. Clean up on aisle 9, right? Can't imagine where that came from since I ripped off a piece of DSP that had glue all over it. Okay, sorry for the squeaks. Hurts my teeth. I know, it's weird. All right, so I think this, the 'Tis the Season, we're going to stamp that in Old Olive. I am loving this color combination. Oh, and this, I want to cut this for the insert. Okay, one more thing. I don't really recommend you stacking up the paper trimmer on top of your finished cards, but we do what we have to do. Okay, you know I love a colored insert. It makes my day. I feel so crafty. I feel so alternative. That's me, alternative. All right, I love this 'Tis the Season. I know it's not curved, but I just love all these. So these will also, if I didn't say it in the beginning, they'll be great heat embossed. They're just bold out there. They're out and proud and gorgeous. So, okay, let's grab our Old Olive. Are we having fun? Are we having fun? Whoop, whoop. Anybody out there? Is this thing on? Yeah, I never know sometimes, right? It was trying to fight me at the beginning of the video. It froze a couple times. Then it made me restart a couple of times. So if you made it through all that, we're here to stay. Please don't forget, it's a you share, I share night. So when you share this video, whether you're live or watching on replay, feel free to share it because it does help the Stamping Zoo. But I'm also going to choose something from the treasure chest and give it away on Sunday, October 26th, when I go live again. Okay, so I'll just take a random draw out of everybody that has shared and then comes back here and posts shared in the comments. And you do have to be in the US to receive product, but if for some reason you have shared and I draw you and you're in another country, I'll send you a card, and then I'll do another drawing to give away the product anyway. So the product's going to get given away, but if I end up drawing someone who was nice enough to share, even though they're in another country, I take that as an opportunity to send you a card. Why not? Okay, this guy's going up. Oh, this has ribbon around it. Hold on. Let me see if I have any ribbon. I don't know that the ribbon is going to make or break this card, but I think I only have like white ribbon. We don't have any Lost Lagoon, do we? Shout in the comments if we do, but I don't think so. With beige, I'm not feeling that. I have Secret C, but I'm also not so sure. No, I don't want to bring that in. Oh, well, no, that ribbon is, I was thinking of this ribbon, but it's balmy blue, and it does look different for sure. So that would have been pretty ribbon, but no. Okay, we're all right. Oh, hold on. We have one more maybe. One more maybe. And that is the Oh, yeah, that's not a maybe, that's a yes. So this is the Mossy Meadow and Gold. Look how pretty. This is in the Painterly Pears suite of products. We used it for Zubilee. So if you got it then, you might still have some. Let me just take that out for now. It's probably where the ribbon is going to run. Okay, so let's tie a bow over here. And I know, I have some stuff. See, we were thinking the same, weren't we, Amy? Mossy Meadow. It does work. And actually, it's just because that gold comes through, I really think it plays off as Old Olive. So, yeah, yep. I like it. Just long enough? I hope so. Now we will see some gold, which I don't have on the card necessarily, but I don't think that's horrible. Okay. Tweezers for your third hand. Everybody needs a third hand or a helper. If you have a spouse around, if you want to call them in, Ed, get in here. I need your finger. That doesn't sound very good. But anyway, you can definitely do that. But I find that since my dogs don't have thumbs, I need some reverse tweezers, and that works fine. I need your finger. Nope. Not gonna touch that one. Okay. I do like this, especially for Christmas. I thought we had Lost Lagoon. Oh, Lost Lagoon ribbon. Well, we might. Again, like I used to be so proud of how I could keep track of all the inventory, and now I'm like, I have no idea. We have so many good things, or I'll think, oh, that's gone. Nope, not gone. Still use it. So it's always handy. Okay, scissors. Where's my assistant? Again, the same Ed, the guy who's gonna help me with the bows. Nope, no Ed here. Sorry. Okay, that edge looks good. That's quite pretty. I'm kind of impressed with us. Look at us go. Look at us make this card. It's gorgeous. Okay. And then I am going to put dimensionals on either side of that ribbon to hold it up. Boop. So what's everybody doing this weekend? Are you going to have some fun times? I already told you what I was doing. I am going to the Morrison Center on Saturday to watch Shucked, which I have no idea what it's about, except there's corn in there somewhere. And Sunday, I'm going to meet my mom for breakfast. And I'm not sure where we're going yet. It's my choice. And we have a couple places that we like, our regular places. But I might choose something a little different. She has more time on her hands now, which I love. So we can go to different places. All right, let's see. This goes on this. But this comes in first. And that bow, I might have to, okay, is there something on the back of this? No. Like I might have to move the bow. There we go. The bow needs to be moved over as far as possible because this is going to come in. So I'm going to dry fit this for a minute. I think I might like this one. Do I like it better than this? No, but I like it just as much. Okay, I'm going to glue this on here, but I need to make sure I have enough room. My gosh. I mean, look, it's MFEO. Made for each other. Perfect. Now if I can get it right back there. Let's see. I remember the O was right on the edge. Okay. Come on, Doofy. Okay. Now this, I'm just going to use, see it's got These dies are pretty fancy. They have different things that are loose and different things that are held down. But if you line it up in the center over those little curvy things, just look at it this way, and then you'll be able to see what's straight and what's not. Okay, and oh, soccer game for the grandkids. Very nice. I hope you have good weather for that. And visiting a friend. Oh, God, who broke their femur? Lord. Yes, that friend needs a visit for sure. Might even want to take him a fifth of vodka. I don't know. I'm just kidding. You know what I mean. It's like, it's a serious thing, isn't it? Okay, so we do, again, we have, this is going to stick down. I don't want it to stick there. In fact, I'm going to show you a trick we used last week, I believe. We're going to use it again. We're going to bring in the Embossing Buddy, which is sold as part of the Embossing Additions kit. And I'm going to just tap, tap, tap. I'm going to press the end of that into this. And what it's basically doing is coating the sticky part with a thin layer of what's probably cornstarch. And then it makes it not sticky. Okay. And this guy is going to get dimensionals as well. Lots of little pieces and parts of this card, huh? But no piece or part is too large. So you can use lots of scraps on this type of a card, and little pieces of ribbon. You know, the ribbon's probably the longest continuous piece of anything on this card, but still, it's not like you're spanning the entire length of the card. So hopefully you can get lots of different designs or lots of different uses out of this design, right? I need to get my fingers out of the way so I can see this situation. Now, I may come in and bring that a little over here. Been doing that just because I find it's kind of interesting. Okay, my Lord. That's about as cute as it gets. And I'm going to stick with the Painterly Pears Suite, and I'm going to grab the pearls or the low profile dots. Yeah, low profile sparkle dots. And we've got them in Mossy Meadow. So, oh, we also, let's see, we also have them in Secret Sea. I know, I'm a broken record, but I'm not going to use Secret Sea on this. Isn't that crazy? I didn't hear any of you saying, no, you're not crazy. Of course you're not crazy. Yes. Okay, and then over here as well. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. So which do you think wins for you tonight? The traditional or the alternates? Put that in the comments. Traditional or alternates? Which are you feeling? I know some of you are going to be diplomatic and say, I like them both. That's okay too. These bags come, they're called Avery, that brand Avery. It's office supplies. Passport holders, okay? They come in packs of 10, Deborah, and they are so handy, and they're very well made. They're kind of sealed at the edges. So, yeah, they're good. KZ says, the alternates. Woo, the alternates have it. Of course, I made those with you, so you had more time to look at them probably. But then look at this. Yeah, baby. Is that a gorgeous combination or what? I want an outfit like that. Yeah. Okay. So there's our 'Tis the Season. I mean, come on. Alternates. And here's our Merry Christmas alternate. Super cute. Gorgeous Grape is back in the house. Thank you, Gorgeous Grape, for not being angry with me. I never gave up on you. We were just on a mini break. And here, of course, is the original one from the class. What did I do on the inside? Oh, well, look at me. My goodness. And so I took the paper, apparently, and put that in there and used those little stamps to form the corners. What I do in this one? This Jack in the Box is going to jump out at me or something. Deborah loves the alternates too. I think I like the alternates. Sue loves the alternates. Nope, just white. Sorry, I teased you there. But again, so here we've got, you know, you can't go wrong, right? They're both really pretty. You can't go wrong. This one is a little more zippy. This one's gorgeous. And you do get that gold from the die cut in the designer series paper from this. But hey, I've already showed you, I've shown you now how to use the stamp set to its full potential. Okay, so don't forget about it. It is called Christmas Greenery. Comes with dies. And this one is the traditional labels. And both, this is their approximate price, $50 and $43. When you purchase the dies and the stamps together, there's a 10% discount. You don't have to purchase all 4 things, but you have to purchase this and this together to get the 10% discount. And the same with this guy. Okay, we call it bundles. That's when you hear me talking about bundles. If you're brandy new, then that's what it's about. Guys, I've had so much fun with you tonight. Thank you for making my Thursday nights so much fun. I will probably have this goofy grin on my face until I go to sleep. Okay? I'll be back with you on Sunday. That's my plan, Stan, and I'm sticking to it. So I will see you again on Sunday at 4. Don't forget your homework, which is to sign up to receive my emails if you're not already, because I will have the 12 Days of Christmas with the Advent Calendar series for you and will be exclusive to the email. Please also don't forget that if you are not already a demonstrator, get that starter kit special. You can sign up with any demonstrator you would like, but I will tell you right now, I would love to have you on my team in any capacity you like. You get to choose how you use the starter kit and the demonstrator discounts, how you like to do them, okay? All right, everybody, thank you so much. I hope you get some good ideas from this. And if you case these cards in one way or another, tag me. I would love to add them to the Stamping Zoo Facebook page. All right, everybody, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, live or on replay, thank you so much. Ooh, and I guess I was going to show you, I was going to choose something out of the treasure chest. So you could leave or you could stick around and let me grab something from the treasure chest that I'm going to give away. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute too. Treasure chest has lots of things in it. What? Okay, that's not supposed to be in there. That's funny. Oh, I have lots of good things. Goodness me. I'm going to give away, let's see. Okay, this is kind of fun. So you know that when you are in different groups with me, you get different freebie things, right? I love to give away the goodie bags. And so somebody's going to get this little bag here. Let me make sure that this can be sent kind of in the same thing. This, Anne, my customer and longtime friend, gave me this. The Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. Those look like they can go together. Yes. And then I'm also going to throw in a key chain that you're going to want, because this is a keychain that it was sold as some of the merch from Onstage. And even if you went to Onstage, you may have not gotten it. So that is going to be what's going to be our You Share, I Share prize. Okay, so as I said, please share this video. And thank you so much for doing so. It helps me a lot. Throw this pen in too because it matches the keychain. Okay, so somebody's going to win this simply for sharing, which you're normally going to share this video anyway, right? And then I'll do a drawing for this on Sunday, the 26th. Okay, everyone. Now I'm going to let you go. Have a great night.